Hello, my friends. It's Andy over at Today's CBD Oil, coming to you from Brea, California. Yes, I'm home. I finally made it. I got through that darned airport situation where I was forced to stay in New Orleans one more day, and it's so difficult. I know I have a very difficult life when it comes to stuff like that, but made it through. The next day was a completely different experience at the airport. Got on the plane, got through TSA pre and all that kind of stuff, and flew home. But it has been a while since I've been able to do a Facebook Live. It's so difficult doing Facebook Lives when you're on the road. I did one with a band and stuff like that, but hotels typically have very poor internet, especially because it's Wi-Fi. You're not wired directly into the internet, and so that can be very tough. But the one thing that I thought about while I was on the plane and flying and just kind of walking around, it's kind of what you do in New Orleans, is walk around a lot, and that is that how fortunate I am personally, and how we are right now in the United States with the economy the way it is, the way it's growing. We have record-setting, S&P and stocks, and just everything is, we can get too used to this. But also what can happen is we can become complacent and think that this is just how it's going to be. And then we don't worry about our future. We don't worry about maybe some other event happening that will cause all of this to come crashing down. And I want to let you know that I'm very thankful, excuse me, that I have kind of fallen in to the network marketing business. And I know that may seem strange to some of my friends who never thought they'd hear me talk about network marketing. But I'm here to talk to you about network marketing, and I have been doing it for the last year and some odd now. I think it's been a little bit over a year. And so it is something that I never thought that I would be involved in. I never really understand multi-level marketing, and just kind of shied away from it. I didn't want anybody, when people, hey, I got this thing, come over to my house and watch a presentation. No, I'm not going to your house and watch a presentation. Hey, also one thing before I forget, I'm broadcasting on 3 different Facebook pages, 2 different Facebook pages, a Facebook group, YouTube, and Twitter right now. So if you're watching on any one of those, just feel free and comment. Some of the comments won't show up because of issues with security and that kind of stuff, and so they may not show up, or your image may be blocked. But I would love for you to comment. I want to know where you're watching from, to see if you're watching on Twitter or YouTube or Facebook, because that will tell me where I need to put more videos, perhaps maybe let people know where I'm watching. Hey, Kimberly, nice to see you. Appreciate you watching. And so as I'm moving forward and getting more on the business side of this multi-level marketing thing, I'm going to be trying, and I've actually probably been saying this for the last couple of months, trying to do more on that aspect, because it's so easy for me to talk about the CBD one, which has changed my life. CBD has changed my life in so many different ways. The cream and the oil have just made my life so much easier in so many ways. I don't have quite the stress that I used to have, and the pain and discomfort. I don't have to take all the pharmaceuticals. And that's me personally. I can't make any medical claims. The FDA wants me to tell you that I can't tell you that it has cured anything or anything like that. But I can tell you a coincidental thing has happened since I've been taking CBD, and I'm just healthier. And I don't have to take all the pharmaceuticals. Like I said before, my blood pressure is lower. My the pain and injury to my neck and shoulder, where I could barely lift anything, has subsided to the point where I'm at the gym and working out and doing so many more things than I could just simply over a year and a half ago, or even 2 years ago. I'm hoping that at some point it will affect my cancer and get that all gone, and that would be awesome. But that probably needs a little bit more time, and maybe some other things need to change in my life, including some diets and that kind of stuff. Oh, sorry, Kimberly, left you up there for a very long time. And so that part of it is fantastic. And so that brings me to the very first thing, that when you're coming to this realization, and hopefully I'm going to, help you with this realization that just because things are good now doesn't mean they're going to be this way in the future. We know that, right? We've seen it. If anybody is as young as I am, where you have gone through the 70s as a child, I went through the 70s and remember sitting in those lines, and my dad, taking the car really early to get in line because there was a gas station just down the street. I lived on Alondra Boulevard in La Mirada, and down the street on Alondra was a gas station. I want to say it was a Chevron station, and I remember we had to wake up really early, and he would get in line, and then was able to, leave the car there because the station hadn't opened yet. And then when it opened, then you'd go back, and now you'd wait in line to get your gas, because you had to be there on the odd days or the even days based on the last number of your license plate, if I'm remembering that correctly. And it was based on the date. So if the date was the 12th, then even numbered cars would get gas. And if I'm dreaming this, somebody let me know. But I remember it as if it was true. And I'm almost positive. I do remember the lines for sure, because I remember this activity went on for a very long time to try to get gas, because he worked in Paramount, which was a pretty good distance where he had to drive. And so again, they had those eras, and then you had really good times, and then, again, bad times. And right now, for the last couple of years, we've had the markets are doing well. Like I said, the S&P reached an all-time high. Employment is at an all-time low, and you have a lot of really good things happening. There isn't a store that I don't go in now that doesn't have a sign with an employment opportunity. I can't remember all the places. I'm noticing them just about everywhere I go. So things are good in that regard. However, are you prepared for things when they go bad? And what I want to suggest to you is, while things are good, you need to join me in particular in my business, which is Viseo, and my team, Overcome Nation, because we simply have the best of both worlds. And I'm going to kind of share with you a few of it, not all the things, but just a couple things that you need to keep in mind, that when you begin to look at other companies, that you want to look for these things. Hey, Lynn, nice to see you. How are you? Lynn and I are going to do a show very shortly, as soon as I stop running around, and she's actually probably pretty busy too. It's hard when two very busy people are trying to start a project together, but that seems to be us right now. And so let's talk about a few things, and I just want you to understand where I'm coming from in regard to what to look for in a business, especially in a multi-level marketing business. For sure, there's a lot of them out there. There's some good ones, and there's some really bad ones, and there's some that are very difficult. Maybe people are having success, but it's difficult to get to that success point. But the one thing for sure is that you want to make sure that you have a strong product or service. Now, I've already told you about today's CBD oil, CBD1, which is the product that Viseo has created. It has liposome technology. It's patented. It has great flavor. It has no THC. It's non-GMO, and all the goodness about it. Is the only one like it on the planet that I know of. It has liposome technology that's patented, that's non-GMO, and that's THA free. As far as I know, it's the only one like that. Now, you go down the line and look at some of the others. You got others that have no THC. You have a couple others that have liposome technology, but they're not patented, and they have THC. So you have other ones that have certain aspects of what CBD wanted, but none of them have everything that CBD1 has that makes it the best for everybody. The non-THC is fantastic because anybody could take it. A pilot could take it. A police officer could take it. It doesn't show up on a test. You know why? Because we create CBD. So if there was a test that was taken that would disqualify you for a position because you have CBD, that would be every business in the world. You would not be able to get a job because our body, whether you take CBD1 or not, has CBD in it. Our bodies create it. So it's the fact that it has no THC that makes it a great product. Liposome technology gives it the delivery system because CBD in its purest form is not very absorbable. And so it doesn't get into your system effectively. Somewhere around 6% of the CBD actually gets into your system. So you can take 1,500 milligrams, you can take 750 milligrams, you can take all these high milligrams that you're seeing these other products have. But if only 3%, 6%, whatever, maybe even 9% gets in, that's very little of what it is you're paying for. The other thing is the price point. It's only $70 for a single bottle, where the others that have liposome technology are $100 or more for one bottle. All right. So if you're going to go on the liposome technology on its own, the ones that I know of, now there may be another one, but the ones that I know of are all in the $100 range for one single bottle like this one. All right. Where CBD1 is $70. And that is a really good price point. based on a good quality CBD. There's others that are out there again that are lower, but they have THC. There's no liposome technology. Who knows what the milligrams really are, because it says something, and quite often when they test them, they have varying amounts. They're not patented, and all the other things that I mentioned before. Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to. All right. So as you are looking at a product, you want to make sure that is a strong product or service. Oops, wrong one. Strong product or service that is going to take you into the future. All right. So it has to be good. You don't want maybe like to get in the phone business right now, the cell phone business right now. You are behind, right? You're a little bit behind. You're going to have to come out with a really, really good product, and it's going to be difficult to catch up with iPhone and to catch up with an Android or whatever the other top phones are out there. You better come, and that's going to be hard, right? No, so you don't want to do that. And so what you want to do, there's a slide that I just previewed, is that the product service at the bottom of its growth. So if you were to look at a graph, and I'm going to just put a graph here. Oopsie, not a graph, but a gizmo here that goes something like this, where CBD1 and CBD on the market and in the wellness space. Right now, we're right about here, right here at this point, as it's beginning to climb. We still have all this to go. And so we are at the very bottom of its growth. And the future looks strong as we go and start to begin to look at the wellness business. That is also on its upswing, because we have a lot of people that are in my age group, in my 50s, and you got people in their 40s. We have a lot of people. We had a huge population in this particular age group that are now looking, hey, I need to reverse the clock a little bit. I need to look at things like Renew and Eternal, which I can't reach right now, V3, V Slim, the Core Complete vitamins that are all available through Vaseo. All of those have the potential. Again, I can't say that it will be, but I've had some great results by it because people tell me, right? And so the potential for all of these products to have the growth in this wellness boom is fantastic, because again, we're just right here, right? This is 2019. This is something like 2022 or something like that, where trillions more dollars are going to be made in the wellness business. Right here, we are at the very the $10 million, the 20 million, somewhere in that area, and it's going to go skyrocket up into the trillions of dollars. And so for our product right here, we are just at this very beginning growth. So we have a great product, right? That's at the very bottom and kind of the beginning stages of the upswing in regard to the health and wellness and the CBD products hitting the world right now. And the other unfortunate thing that we have is we have a lot of people getting in that shouldn't be getting in. We have a lot of people selling products that shouldn't be selling. So right now we have to educate people. That is one of the reasons why I probably don't do as well on the product side of things, on the business side of things, because I'm so busy just excited about our product, because there is nothing like it that you can compare any other product to. Vaseo has done a great job. We have a scientific team. We have doctors on the board. We have scientists on the board who get together to make sure that the products are the best that they could possibly be, so that we have this ability to be on this continuous upswing in this growth. The other thing is that we are in. You gotta get a pen. This is hard. One of the top 50 healthcare companies in the world. One of the top 50 healthcare companies in the world, right? Not the United States, not North America, not the American continent. No, top 50 healthcare companies in the world already, only after a little over 2 years in the business. Why? It's because of our scientific team. It's because of Tracy Gibbs, our scientist, who has put all of these formulations together with a group of people and a group of other scientists and other doctors, and created this product, and has allowed us to be selected out of 4,000, I think, entries into the healthcare award, I guess it's called, and was selected as one of the top 50 healthcare companies in the world, which is amazing, considering that it's the only MLM that's in the top 50, probably the top 100, probably in the top 1,000, right? We are a multi-level marketing business. It's one of the top 50 healthcare companies in the world because of the products they put together. Let me just take a look. Uh-oh, I got to turn off my notifications. Here, hold on. Give me 1 second. I want to hear that dinging all night long. So company says people are sometimes fooled by thinking the more expensive it is, the better it is. It's sad how many people are unaware of what they are really getting. Vaseo is changing lives. Absolutely. I have so many people that tell me how impactful these products have been for them and how it's changed their life. And I have very few. I think I have one. I just had one person who I don't think gave the sleep product enough time to actually kick in and to change their system. I've only had one person. I've had people say they've had migraines almost all their life that are in their 30s and early 40s, who started taking CBD, and they almost immediately text me. It's one of the few times where I've had people text me so quickly when they take something like the CBD one and say, okay, what's that miracle thing you just gave me? Again, the FDA has not proven any of this stuff. I can't tell you it's cured anything, but I have people texting me after they take it saying, I've had migraines all my life. I have taken every pharmaceutical on the planet that my doctor has been able to, suggest to me, and nothing has worked this effectively as CBD1. And I'm telling you, I have the text. I've shared it before. I've showed it on the screen. I probably have it here in one of my pictures here. And they say they just call it's a miracle in relationship to their migraines. And that's what makes this product great. But I don't want to get lost that I keep talking about the product, but it's the business of Vaseo. They're a great, great company who has taken the time to put together a great product. So how would you not want to be part of a company where it only costs you really, $49, I think it is, or $50 to get in to be a brand partner, and buy some product along with it. We always suggest that you buy the $1,500 founders packet. That way you can have more advantages and more money that you can make in the long run, because it will trigger so that when you get to a certain rank, you will be you'll get part of the what's it called? Why am I forgetting what that's called? Somebody put it in there. Profit sharing. You'll profit share from the overall revenue of the company if you start with a founders pack. And there's no reason. I'm a founder. I started with a founders pack, and many other people that I know have started with a founders pack. It's because you want that other way of earning money when it comes down to the road, when you earn, I believe it's gold. And again, I may not know that. See, that's how bad I am at the business. I don't know all the details, but I know that I want to do the right thing. I know that I want to have the 8 different ways you can earn money with this company. And that's one of the 8 ways. By becoming a founder, you will also get global profit share. Thank you, Kimberly. I always need a little help, and that's why I'm always looking for a partner. All right, and thank you. Yes, so the global profit sharing, and so so again, $50 to become a brand partner. I suggest getting the founders pack, which is a lot of product that you can use, and you can also give people that you think may be good potential partners in your business, and you can just give them some of the CBD, or you can give them some of the cream, or give them a bottle of Renew, whatever it takes so they can see the benefits. And as soon as they start taking it, most people see the benefits and they want to join. And it's very, very simple. So let me get back to my banners over here. So we had a strong product or service, right? All the products are strong. We have a product serve at the bottom of its growth, which is the CBD one, which is a boom product. And then we have a strong future, because we know that all these people are going to want to be healthy. All of us want change, right? I was at a point 2 years ago where I was in such pain. I was on 4 different pharmaceuticals. I had gotten diagnosed with cancer. I had all this stuff going on, anxiety, depression that was killing me. And I was just in a bad way. And I thought I was just going to have to live that way for the rest of my life. Well, I realized, that there's some hope out there, because people were telling me about CBD. I started taking it, and it's changed my life. And so there's going to be other people that are going to be in that same position that want to have that same healing, which is going to cause this to begin to grow. And it's happening. And we don't even have to do. Have you ever seen a commercial about Vaseo on television? Have you ever seen a commercial about any of this stuff? No, but yet it's a company that is debt free. They're earning billions of dollars. You got all of our members are going on trips. They just came back from a cruise where they took a whole bunch of people on a cruise, all paid for, right? The people, the brand partners that are on the cruise had to pay for nothing, right? Except for maybe getting there, and then got on the cruise, and everything was paid for out of the company's pocket. What's debt free? They had people that just went to Greece. A whole group of people went to Greece. A bunch of people just went somewhere else. Where'd they go? I forget where, but they went somewhere else. And it's happening on a daily basis. We have people that are getting cars. I saw somebody get a suitcase of thousands of dollars. I don't even remember what it was. I think it was $10,000 or $20,000. They just handed them a suitcase. And this is a company that's debt free. How are they doing that? So early on in 2 years, right? It's because they have great products. They have a great system that works, which is my next one. Oh, wait, that's not the next one. Yes. And the next one is that you need a system. You need a system that produces income. Now, by joining me as a brand partner, not only will you be part of Viseo's great system, the system of putting together great products, of having a great payout system, right? It has the 8 different ways to earn income. And they have a great app on their phone that just simply works. Just the other day, where was I? I think I was in Ohio, and somebody wanted to know more about it. And so I was able to send them videos and information from my app. It keeps track of when they open it and when they read it and when they watch the video. It tells me in the app, hey, they're watching your video. So they're following through. And then when they watch the next video, that is good, right? When somebody watches the first video and doesn't watch the rest, that means that you missed the call on that one, that maybe they weren't the person that was ready to take the next step or be healthy for that matter. But when they watch the second video and then maybe even the third video or open the PDF to look at it, when that begins to happen, the app is so fantastic. It allows you to have the information that now you can make contact with them for a second time or third time and say, hey, I noticed you watched all the videos. What did you think? Did you really like that one? And now you can have this conversation because you know that they've watched the video. How is that? Because Viseo has a great system that they put together in that app, right? They have the great system they put together on the website, and so on. I could just go on with that. Now, the other system that I haven't had a chance to tell you about is one that is called the Business School at Overcome Nation. Rick Gutman, who is our leader, the guy who put together Overcome Nation, has put together a great system of learning how to do this business. And there's no other team in Viseo that has this. There's no other team in any other multi-level marketing organization that I know of that has a team that has put together a free business school that teaches their members, their team members, how to do this business and how to speak about this business in a way that just attracts people and makes it happen. It is probably what I'm doing right now, is what I've learned in the business school about telling you about the business, right? It's all in there. I've heard other people do it. I replicate some of the things that they do. I add a little bit my own personality or my own systems and of my own, but you have a system after another system that creates wealth, that creates income. And that's what you get by joining me with Viseo in Overcome Nation. And these are the things, the highlights that I just wanted to tell you on this one. I don't want to go too much deeper because I want you to kind of marinate on this, on these points. And that is that we have a strong product and we have strong services that go along with our organization. The products sell themselves. You got news features on television, on the radio that talk about CBD. You got celebrities talking about CBD. We got athletes that are starting their own CBD business. They're not as good as Viseo, but they're starting their own CBD business. It's getting interest. So people are hearing about this. So when you walk around with a shirt that says CBD1 on it, people will automatically go, hey, I've been hearing about this thing, and it happens to me all the time. When I wear my shirt that says today's CBD oil or CBD1 hat or whatever I have on, people go, oh, you know anything about that? I happen to know a couple things about it. I've written a couple books on it. And so then I hand them one of my books and I say, here's what you need to know. It has nothing to do with marijuana, it has no THC, at least ours doesn't. And you have to be very careful about the product that you're deciding to purchase because they're not all the same. Not all the CBD oils are the same. Some are just not that good. You have, farms that have overgrown, right? They've grown too much hemp and it's been sitting in warehouses and getting mold on it. And those kinds of companies are organizations our company stays away from. And you don't want a company that's going to buy the cheap old hemp that's been sitting around getting mold on it because obviously it's ineffective and it could make you sick. It has made other people sick. There's a little bit of thought that I have that's in relationship to the vaping products that have the THC in it that's making people sick and killing some people, is that there's a chance that some of that is happening with the marijuana too. I know that they've way overgrown the marijuana, they've way overgrown the hemp, and they can't sell it all because there's a gluttony of it. There's too much, and it's sitting in warehouses or sitting in the back of trucks and collecting mold, and people are selling it for really cheap. And some of these companies that are trying to increase their profit margin are buying inexpensive hemp, inexpensive marijuana, and they're using that. And that is what's causing some of the problems. These are the companies you need to guard yourself from. I know that Viseo It has theirs third-party tested on a regular basis that makes sure that that is not happening. This is a company of integrity. You will at some point meet the owners, the founders. You will be able to shake their hand, talk to them, ask them questions. Tracy Gibb, we already have something, I don't know, 5,000, 6,000. I don't know how many brand partners there are in Vaseo, but I know it's a lot. And yet I can still text Daniel Piku, who is one of the founders, and Dallin Larson. I've been able to interview him on one of my shows. I've been able to talk to Carrie Larson and get a hug from her and talk to her about how much I appreciate the business. And as a matter of fact, I when I met Piku, Mr. Piku, he already had my book on his desk before I even joined Vaseo. He had already purchased my book somewhere, and I thought that was fantastic. And so these people are real life people that you can see and touch and talk to. I don't know how much you want to touch them, but you can talk to them, touching maybe and shaking their hands, and they're available. My daughter makes me laugh because I think she is over there. I don't always know if she's listening or not. That makes me laugh. Oh, Hawaii. They were in Hawaii. All right, I got another one there. Rosie, thank you. And so this product or this company is fantastic. So make sure that you have a company when you're choosing a multi-level marketing. And what I would suggest, maybe if you're a little skeptical that, I think Andy's lost his mind that he's in this network marketing thing. I never thought I'd see him in this network marketing thing. If you're skeptical, then what you need to do is maybe perhaps what I did, and that's do a little research. Look at some of these other companies and see what they're doing, and then get a hold of Vaseo and get a hold of me. And I can have you actually talk to some of these people. If you want to have a 3-way call with Rick Gutman, who is the leader of Overcome Nation, if you maybe want to talk to Daniel Piku, for instance, and maybe want him to talk to you about the company and what his goals and what he sees in the future of Vaseo and that type of stuff, then we can make that happen. And that's how great this is. And so we have strong product or services because the company's fantastic. You want to be starting at the bottom of the growth, right? Bottom of the growth. That's where we're at right now. And you want to have a strong future. We know we have a strong future because every major financial institution is predicting that CBD and the health and wellness business is going to go through the roof into the trillions of dollars in 2020. By the time of 2025, it's going to be in the trillions of dollars. Right now, we're in the millions of dollars. It's going to be in the trillions of dollars in a very short period of time. And you want to be here, right? You want to be right here, right now. And that's where we're at. And then the last thing is you want a company and a team like ours that has systems that work, that you can just fall into that system, begin to go step by step through everything that's already been done, everything that's already been proven, and begin to use it. Why is McDonald's so successful? Is because it's a company that revolves around a system. You can go to a McDonald's here in California and then one in New Orleans and really taste and eat the same food. Sometimes that's good for some people, not for other people. You have the same experience. When you go to the McDonald's in New York, you're gonna have the same experience you had in the McDonald's in California. If you go into another country like Canada or wherever, there may be some slight differences in the wording on the menu, but again, it's a system of food creation. I guess that's the right word I'm looking for. I thought they're preparation that you're going to get at all these other places. It's going to taste the same. You know what to expect. And when you buy it, you just want that familiarity. Why? Because McDonald's has a system that works. All the franchise know the system. This is how it works. That's what makes it successful. That's the comparison that I can give you with Vaseo. It just simply works. These systems work. And that's what you get with us. All right. Let me look at a couple comments here. Maybe I missed something. You got Rosie just... Andy's lost his friggin' mind. What'd I do now? Oh, Bev. Of course, Bev lost my mind. Yes, I've lost my mind. Yes, this is the greatest company ever. I've lost my mind for a good reason. And that is, I just thought, I'm never going to do this. And then every time that I thought that I'm in the wrong place, they prove me wrong. Every time that I thought, I'm not going to do that. And then they proved me wrong, right? I just looked at my back office. And again, this week I got paid again. I get paid every week, right? Every week I get paid some money. And I have hardly done anything right now in Vaseo because I've been so busy traveling. The last week I did nothing really in regard to Vaseo, but yet on Friday, I got money deposited into my account from Vaseo. And that is a whole another discussion that I'll get to about passive income. That's my next discussion. Maybe when I get hold of Lynn, we'll be able to do that. But that is the thing, right? It's that this is the thing for the future that I want to get you to. That things are good now, right? Maybe you have a job. Maybe you have something that's going well. Maybe you have an opportunity to get a new job, right? Where you're taxed at the highest level. Right? As an employee, you get taxed at the highest level. As a business owner with Vaseo, you get taxed at the lowest level because I'm running my own business. taxed at the lowest level. As a matter of fact, I have some write-offs. If I travel in somewhere in relationship to Viseo or Overcome Nation, I have a write-off. When I'm doing these broadcasts and the equipment that I buy, I have a write-off because I use Facebook Live. I use the camera. That's a brand new 4K camera. That's the reason you can see this now, because I got a brand new camera that's fantastic. And you can see my whiteboard. In my old camera that I was using, you couldn't see the whiteboard. I purchased that. What am I going to be able to do? I'm going to be able to write that off with my business. If I'm an employee buying stuff, I can't write that off. The company can write it off. There's certain things as a police officer, I could write off, dry cleaning, that kind of thing. But again, remember, I'm being taxed at the highest level. As a business owner, I'm getting taxed at the lowest level. And again, that's for the future. But this is where I am now. This is the thing that I love, right? If I could not do that business another week, I'm guaranteeing you that on Friday, I would have money deposited in my account. So for 2 weeks, not working in the business, I'm still getting paid. And that can continue on for a while. And that's what's great about passive income, which you're going to learn about a little bit later on as I go and do this. So, I don't think any other comments came in. All right. So remember, all you need to do is look me up on YouTube, look me up on Twitter if you prefer to watch, live on Twitter, live on YouTube, or pretty soon I'm going to be on LinkedIn, also going live. And if you're ever interested in knowing how to do that, get a hold of me and I'll let you know. All right. So that's it for me here on this Monday night, just getting back from a week on the road from Ohio to New York to New Orleans to Dallas, and finally made it home. And eating crazy food. Bev just loved my my descriptions of my food that I ate. I had you can write off all that weird. Thank you for cussing on my show. I love eating weird stuff. That is my favorite thing. I search the menu. What is the most local thing that I can find on the menu that is just unique to this area? And I order it. I don't even care. I don't even ask. I said, what do you think of that? Oh, they're so good. Or of course they're going to say good. Everybody, on occasion you'll get a waiter who says, nah, that's not that good. But you may want to go down the street. There's another place that does it. And you get that too, right? And I will go to that other place just to get the experience of the food that's unique to the locals. Almost everywhere you go, and no matter what state or country you are, there's something that is unique to the area that I love it. I love experience. On occasion, I have had some stuff where I go, I'm not gonna have that again. Like sea urchin. I had sea urchin and I haven't gone back. I tried it, I don't know, when I was in my 40s, somewhere in there, and tried some sea urchin. I don't know how. It was a sea urchin and a quail egg sushi roll or something like that. That wasn't my favorite. And what was the other one that I had? Monkfish liver. So monkfish liver, I think that's what it's called. If it's not prepared correctly, it'll kill you. I think that's the one. It has to be prepared the right way. I tried that. That wasn't that good. It kind of tasted like dirt. The bottom of the ocean dirt. But other than that, I've had good times doing this stuff. All right. So that's it for me on today's CBD. Talking to you a little bit about business at Viseo. If you want to lose your mind and join a great company. Oh yeah, the turtle soup. Yeah, the turtle soup was good over in New Orleans too. If you want to join me with Viseo, I just invite you to send me a message so I can get you started with a couple of videos, maybe some information. If you want to get on a 3-way call with Rick Gutman or Kim Botger or Daniel Piku, one of the founders of Viseo, let me know. We can make that happen. If you have any questions for them, it would be my honor to have you on the team. And again, this is not for everybody. It's not something that's going to make you rich really quick. It's something that takes some time. You have to talk to a few people and kind of get the rules of the road, get into the system, learn the system, and get going. But it's fun. This is a great family of people. Many of the people that are on right now are part of my family. At Viseo, we've never met in person. Some of us have only met online, and that's just the way this place is. And I just really enjoy my time with Viseo and the Overcome Nation family. They're fantastic people. I hope to see you in Dallas. I got something going on with a little bit of a custody thing. It's the kind of the good news, bad news thing. If I get what I want in court, and that is in something in regard to custody, then I may not be able to come. So if I get the thing I want, it's going to probably keep me from going to Dallas. But if you don't see me there, you're going to just text me and say, congratulations, you got what you want. If I don't, then you'll see me there. And then you'll see me kind of sad. But it's kind of a funny thing, right? I really want to go to Dallas, but I also really want the best for my kids. And hopefully, I just want, prayers for whatever's right. I don't necessarily want you to pray for me to get what I want, because maybe that's not the right thing. So, but I think it is. I just really believe my kids need a solid education. I think that it's best in the situation I'm asking for that happens. And so that's what I'm hoping for. But again, I don't expect you to just pray for me without knowing what it is. But I don't want to go into too many details. But just prayers that the kids are taken care of in the best way possible, and that would be fantastic. I would appreciate that. And there you go. Hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Take care. Bye.